Welcome back to the channel, and I'm back at Instruments of Destruction once again because there's been yet another update that added some new functionality to this game. And the major update to this is the Accumulator. There's a new block down here called the Accumulator, and if you're familiar with the Katamari concept, where you kind of roll around and you pick up the things around you and become bigger and bigger, that's the closest thing I can think of to how this thing works. So I'm gonna place the Accumulator on top of my vehicle here. All right, it appears that the Accumulator does it not have settings? I guess it does have an input, doesn't it? All right, so when I press T, oh, okay, it's active. So basically what this thing is supposed to do is supposed to accumulate debris when you slam into buildings. Or I don't know exactly the conditions of how it works yet, but let's find out here. All right, there we go. I've gone through a building. I believe the accumulator, oh yeah, the accumulator is definitely on. Oh boy, this is messing up my vehicle so bad. This is kind of awesome. Oh, look at how much. Oh, this is really interesting. You can kind of see a little bit, well, I can't really go now, but I can see the pieces themselves have this glow to them, which I think was like signifying that they've been accumulated. It looks like some type of weird sea creature, a mollusk of sorts. All right, so if I turn the accumulator off, that was so satisfying. How does every single addition to this game just have this unexpected satisfaction? I should expect it by now. Like, I didn't know that the accumulator would be able to be turned off like that and all the debris would just satisfyingly crumble to the ground. Okay, but you know, there's a better way to do this. We gotta do it in true Katamari fashion, where I actually build a rolling ball, which I know how to do now because of the last workshop episode. And we're gonna roll through and actually like pick things up. But this isn't the only part of this update. There's actually a pretty significant logic update for people who are really into like logic, like the really deeper intricacies of logic that are a little bit over my head. You have a wave generator. So there is a wave generator part. Add wave. I don't know how it works. I understand like the base. Oh, okay. So there's a lot of, you know, like options. Wave scaling. Oh, maybe I have to put an input. I'll do up arrow. See, I feel like I should be seeing a wave here. Oh, this is how you, okay, I see now. So you actually shape the wave. Oh, okay. Interesting. I see. All right, so if I wanted a sine wave, there you go. And I could set it on loop, so it'll loop. So there's two different waves. Oh, wave 1. And wave 2, so you can have separate outputs for each wave. So this would be useful for like an ornithopter or something where you need the moving parts to flex in a very, very certain motion rather than just on, off, on, off. You can have it slowly ramp down and then increase in speed and accelerate. So there's just different applications to waves like that. I could create like a sawtooth wave. Yeah, this is really interesting. All right, so in addition to that, there's even more. There's a now math block. So you can have it be add, subtract, multiply, minimum, maximum, average, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, this is stuff that I'm probably never going to use in any reasonable manner because it's a little bit outside of my expertise, especially in this format. Like it's right, not big enough. But what I can use is the accumulator. So let's get to using this accumulator. All right, so with a brand new vehicle here, let's just put an accumulator right in the middle. I'm surprised there's no settings to like the strength or anything, but I guess it's pretty just all or nothing, isn't it? Like you accumulate the blocks or you don't. You know what setting there should be, I feel like? If there's gonna be any setting, there should be an accumulation radius. Like how close does the debris have to be to get accumulated? I don't really know how it functions right now. Maybe it's just whatever your creation contacts that the accumulator is attached to, then maybe it'll just automatically accumulate that. But we need to create a rolling creation. So let's try to create a ball here. Now, in order to make the ball roll, I need the repulsor drive. And you know what? This repulsor drive is actually probably going to be better in the middle. So then this repulsor drive has a roll strength. So we're going to set the roll strength to something. I don't know quite yet what we're going to set it to. Oh, also, I just remembered another thing about the game is everything that has sound, that produces sound like thrusters and turbines and anything really that's a part that has its own sound production, you can now turn the sound down. So if you want to hide a bunch of thrusters in, you can turn off the particles, you can turn off the sound, and you'll never know that they're there. Was mass compensation and vertical mode a thing last time I looked at the repulsor drive? I don't remember those. But with what we have now, whatever direction my camera's facing, I should essentially roll in that direction. Hold on, I want to see. Oh, the accumulator needs to be on when I do this. Come on, accumulate. Accumulate. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is actually kind of interesting. Because I'm pretty much like a stick, but if I do this, I'll essentially evolve into a ball as I accumulate stuff. Look at this. We're doing it. This is Katamari right here. This is amazing. I think I need to set the strength of the repulsor drive higher. This is so cool though. All right, let me get out of here. Look at this. I love that the debris becomes invincible when it's on you. It becomes literally a part of your creation. I didn't really know what to expect, but I thought the debris was still going to be destructible somehow. But no, it literally becomes a part of your creation. This is so awesome. Wait, so what about this debris on the ground? Like, I don't know how to look. Oh yeah, I did pick up the debris on the ground. So I think the way this is working, and this is just pure conjecture based off of what I'm observing right now, is your accumulator is attached to your creation. When your creation touches a piece of debris, that debris becomes part of your creation, and the debris is now part of your creation. So now when my debris touches more debris, there we go. You can see it just became part of my creation. All right, so now I wanna drop everything. Oh my goodness, that was so awesome. This is like, it's mind-blowingly satisfying to drop all the debris. Okay, I have to see. All right, I'm gonna put my roll strength way up. I don't know, I'll put these up too. Mass compensation? Does that mean as I accumulate mass, is it gonna compensate for that? Like, that seems to make the most sense. But also to make this thing a little bit more even and easy to, you know, roll around as a ball, let's just do that. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Oh, whoops, I forgot to turn on the thing. All right, there we go. Accumulator on. Oh boy, I'm so strong right now. This is so much fun. This is so much. It doesn't seem to be slowing me down. I think the mass compensator is actually working. This is so much fun. Oh my goodness. I'm overwhelmed. All right, come on. I want to pick up everything on this map. Like, I want all these buildings to become a part of me. I just got to go kind of slow-ish. Okay. Look at this. All right, yeah, the mass compensation was, it did exactly what I was hoping it did. Oh man, we're losing a lot of debris to the shockwaves, to be honest. Come on, I think I may have made this thing a little bit too fast or a little bit too strong. It's kind of hard to tone it down a little bit. All right. The shockwaves are too much right now. Oh, I just picked up so much debris there. There we go. I feel like a Dalek right now. Accumulate. Well, I think that's most of it. Not all of it, actually. Hold on. Do you have any idea how satisfying it's about to be to... I'm gonna spin up so fast, and then I'm gonna drop all of this. All right, I'm trying to accumulate more. I'm not really seeing it happening. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's happening. Oh, and there goes that debris. All right, look at this. I'm still so fast. Look at this. It's crazy. All right, you ready to drop everything? All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. That was so cool. That was amazing. All right, hold on. There's another setting I'm looking at here. What if I have my regular strength down, but my roll strength up? Because right now, okay, it doesn't really work that well. So the issue I'm having right now is that I don't think it's just like, see, I can move forward without rolling, like without touching the ground. So there's actually like a force pushing me that isn't just my rolling force, see? And I kind of didn't want that. I want to just roll based off of my contact, my friction. What is vertical mode? Oh. Oh, so this is like complete strafing. Well, that's interesting. So now I can only go left, right, up, and down. What? That is really interesting. Well, that's a way to do shockwaves. Up and then down. All right, the shockwave's not that big, actually. Here, let me get closer to a building and try this. All right, this is such a ridiculous creation. That's so cool. It's a little bit heavier on one side, so when it spins around, oh, it ends up stabilizing itself. Like here, you can see I'm unstable, and then it slowly, the cab will always go up to the top. Kind of like when you spin an egg. It always ends up going vertical. Physics is fun. All right, let me try to make this thing a little bit more round. All right, I rounded this thing out and I made it a little bit more even by placing the cab in the middle. I think everything else should be pretty much the same. Okay, I definitely gotta change the repulsor drive back. No longer want vertical mode. All right, let me turn the strength down a little bit to get this a little bit more normal, and I will have the mass compensation, so now we can really test out if this mass compensation works, because it doesn't spin very, very strongly in its just normal base weight. So if it continues to spin this strongly as we accumulate weight, I think the mass compensation is doing a really, really good job. All right, we are accumulating a lot of debris in this building. I think the slower rolling definitely feels way more natural. Now the problem is trying to actually build this thing up in a more spherical shape. Oh boy, here we go. It's hard to build it up evenly. It shouldn't be that hard. It should be kind of natural, but just sometimes the way you encounter the buildings. Yeah, the mass compensation is working so well. The mass compensation is such a good setting for this thing, specifically for the accumulator. All right, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I just thought of an awesome idea. You know what? I just want to do the idea before I start doing this too much more. That is so cool. All right, so the idea I have, there's another part here. There is a part called the vortex. And what the vortex is an extreme gravity manipulator. So what this vortex can do is it can attract and it can repel debris. Now, we already have the attraction covered. I'm just gonna do the Katamari thing and roll into the buildings. But when I release the debris, the Katamari debris, I'm going to turn the vortex on. And then when I release all of this debris, instead of it just falling to the ground, it is going to get expelled away from me as well. I hope. At least that's the plan. Oops, I forgot to put the seat back in the middle. All right, hopefully this works. Here, let's test out the vortex and the, let's just do a quick mini test here. All right, see, I got a little bit of debris. So now I'm gonna press E to release the debris and Q to activate the vortex at the same time, and... okay, it did work a little bit. The vortex was weaker than expected, though. I might need to add an overdrive to the vortex, but there's not a whole lot of room in here, is there? Overdrive... attaches to the overdrive. There we go. It is overdriven. All right. The vortex, there's some visual glitching out with the vortex, but it appears to be mostly functional. Oh yeah, look at that. You can see the trees and the plants. They all definitely want to go away. All right, now let's do a quick test here on a building. Uh-oh, I'm literally stuck. All right, I'm gonna use the vortex. Oh no. The vortex isn't really helping. Okay, all the glass is gone, thanks. I don't really need, it's not the glass that's the issue I'm having. There we go. All right, I turned the vortex back off. Now we are accumulating a ton of debris. All right, now we're good to go. All right, let's accumulate a bunch of debris, Katamari style. I think fast forwarding this could be kind of fun, and we'll watch this thing grow, and then we'll use the vortex to expel everything. All right, I think I've done a pretty good job at accumulating the map. There's some interesting stuff happening in here. Do you see all the debris falling off of me and you hear these sounds? It appears that there is still some type of deterioration happening. Like they don't actually become invincible. I don't know exactly what's causing that, but something's happening here. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. I didn't expect the built-in slow-mo on that. but that was a lot of particles to expel, and it worked pretty much as planned. It wasn't as fast as I thought it was going to be, but that kind of made it even more satisfying. That was awesome. And yeah, this vortex is not having a good time in here. That piece is not supposed to be sticking out like that. All right, am I still capable of picking up like some of this debris here? Oh yeah, look at that, no problem. It's kind of funny at the beginning of the collection cycle, how like just one little rod can just completely mess up your trajectory before you start becoming into a bigger ball. I mean, look at this. All right, get off, get off. There we go. So yeah, to me, this is the most obvious way to use the accumulator. I'm curious like what kind of other ways people would think of. One of the things that I could think would be pretty interesting to see is kind of like a punching robot, and as it punches into buildings, its fists get bigger because they accumulate the building. That might be kind of cool to see. If you want, maybe I'll try that in a video. If you guys think that'd make a good video, let me know down in the comments below. Yeah, this game just keeps getting parts I never expected to get in this game, and they always end up being so much more satisfying than I expect as well. If you guys want to see more awesome stuff on the channel, then you can find that right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.